For staying with us. It's time for us to go through our book review segment, and you all know we do this every Thursday. The book for review today is a special piece by Ernest. He's a Nigerian consumer professional with over 2 decades experience as an international oil and gas professional. He's also very highly motivated, well-rounded, multifaceted communications and environmental health and safety professional with additional experiences working in the construction and manufacturing industries. And this morning, he's here to review his book, The Audacious Faith. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you for the invitation.
Thanks for being here. The Audacious Faith actually talked about a series of life experiences that you went through your time with ExxonMobil and how you were unlawfully sacked, and a series of events afterwards, and how this, affected your family and friends as well. Why did you decide to put all of that in a book?
Essentially, why I put up the Audacious Faith was one, a tribute to my wife, Gloria. Also, the Audacious Faith was written to become an inspiration and encouragement to an average mid-career family with life going on. Everything seems to be going on well. Your career seems to be going very well. And all of a sudden, things you never anticipated start happening.
Yeah.
It's just like when an aircraft, the pilot tells you that it's all clear weather. This flight is going to be all smooth sailing. And midway, there's a sudden drop in cabin pressure. And there's all hell is let loose. And there's pandemonium in the aircraft. So that would be a classical illustration I would give of what happened to us as a family.
Yeah.
Things were going on very well.
And then
suddenly,
crash landing.
There was a sudden drop in pressure.
Yes.
And we were going down. And it was traverse that took close to 3.5 years.
Yeah.
And the Audacious Faith came out of that. One, as a tribute to my wife, like I said. Secondly, as a tribute to the Nigerian bureaucratic process, that justice can come out of a system called Nigeria. Because I've always believed in this nation, and the Audacious Faith is a testimony to that. And ultimately, I'm a man of faith, that if you believe in God, the impossible can happen. That is essentially why the Audacious Faith was written.
I mean, this is a company that you worked for quite a number of years. Most importantly, you won a lot of awards, credits in credence to, your role in the company as well. And I know that in the book, you sort of summed what you went through. I mean, that's why you even had to go the whole length to sort of seek justice for, what was unlawfully done to you. But what do you think was the underlying reason for that, sudden, for the sudden change of events while you were, at the company?
Yeah. What I would take out of the experience I went through is, as a man of faith, most times when we sit down and say our prayers that we are believing God for the next level, what we don't know most times is that we are actually asking for trouble. So when you're asking God to take you to the next level, you're also asking God, I want trouble. Because when troubles don't come, there are no elevation. So what I take out of my experience is the positives. This whole process has not made me bitter. I'm a better person. I'm glad I worked for that organization. They essentially built my DNA because I joined the organization right after my National Youth Service Corps. So I have no animosity towards the company. Just the way you have in labor relationship, you have the right as an employer to say you want to leave an organization. Exactly. So also the organization has the right to say we don't longer need your services. Sure. So what I challenged was the process. The process wasn't right. There was a regulation. There were processes that need to be followed. For an organization that I worked for that said that was reputable international company that says that the process of achieving the result is far more important to them as the result. That's what I was taught for close to 2 decades working for them. So I needed to challenge that process that you can't teach me this for 20 years and you are doing the opposite. Right. Yes, I can leave, but the process has to be right.
Okay, let's quickly talk about the unexpected shifts and where, you know, God came through for you, because, I mean, that's how you wrapped up, you know, the book, yeah. God, Our Rock. And it was based on a few prophecies here that you leaned onto. That was what, you know, was the, you know, it was a defining moment for you and your family. Quickly talk to us about that period.
Yeah, the defining moment, like you said, was this process went on for close to 3.5 years. Went to the regulator in the industry. They were back and forth. Letters were written. At the end of the day, we ended up in court. And while we were in court, they were back and forth. You know, the judicial process is not a horse skip and jump. Sure. And in the midst of that storm, when all hope seems to have been lost, because we were getting tired and weary about this whole process. Yeah. And God showed forth. Yeah. God intervened. I got a call from out of nowhere because I actually wrote a petition to the president, then President Buhari, to intervene. And for 6 months, they were very silent. I didn't expect any intervention, but I had faith that this process will come out and God's name will be glorified.
And hence the book, The Audacious Faith.
The Audacious Faith came out.
That faith wasn't taken, wasn't lost in between. God finally came through.
God finally came through.
And we're grateful. Thank you so much for sharing your journey and your life experiences with the world. This wasn't, I'm sure it wasn't easy at all. And it's also an inspiration to a lot of people going through, you know, similar experiences as well. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Thank you.
And that's it on our book review for now.